Coffee with the Summerland Kids. It's Thursday, May 16th, 2024. What the heck? How did it get so many years gone by?
I don't know, Jericho.
Yeah,
How did so many eyes get on my head?
exactly. It's currently 56 degrees in Summerland, California. It's 67 will be the high today. So good old 1967. You know, freaking Hendrix, man. Mostly cloudy in Summerland.
I got carried away with the beard wax, Jericho.
I
don't
love
know
it.
what happened. It's
That's
just
awesome.
it's all crazy up in here, and it's going to be about 90 degrees today. Yesterday was almost 100.
Oh my God.
I had the
Wow.
hose running all day. Jumped in the kiddie pool. Woo!
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. God, you know, is your roof white? Do you have a white roof, or is it like a dark color, or what's going on with that?
It's just a composition shingle, kind of a dark
Yeah, basic. That's cool.
basic. I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump over to Facebook and make the stream live.
Okay, sounds good.
So
I saw our friend Dirk was up, our guest that joined us a few weeks ago. Dirk was up and running already this morning.
oh nice. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
up
so
super early.
Cheers to Dirk. Yeah.
Did a bunch of stuff, bunch of stuff. I'm gonna put the link like we always do live.
That's awesome. Yeah, share it out to the community.
Yeah, on the Facebook.
Here we go.
Cool. So what's going on today? I mean, I got the beard wax, big.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get trying to get some teasers on the pre-show type thing.
Yeah, it rained a little bit last night, so I got my, I think it'll clear up for my move later in the morning, so that's cool because I'm continuing to move Grandpa to the home office and making progress with that, and I'm working on my, it's the Patrick Swayze barn project.
Dude, that's such a cool. The pictures you sent me are like so cool.
Yeah, it's that's actually a picture of the side of the house, but the barn's like all red corrugated metal, and but the freaking foundation, it needs a little work, needs some love. It looks like they just put I think they call it the plate, which is the first piece of wood when you build a wall. But
the base plate or something, I think it's called.
Plate that's sitting on the dirt. So it's kind of, they built it like a shed or, a garden shed. But it's a freaking 2-story barn. So maybe it's like old school. Obviously it's old school. They didn't.
I've seen them where they lift the whole thing with jacks and pour a new foundation when the foundation's cracked. Yeah. But I imagine you could like even, just dig out sections and put like post concretes or something.
Exactly. That seems like it makes sense to me. Even if we did it in 4 sections or 6 sections or something, just figure it out. Pick a corner and freaking isolate it, put some cement under it, and move on to the next back, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, at least sure it up. I don't think it, a couple bags of concrete in each corner better than dirt.
Yeah, better than dirt. Exactly. What the heck, So, that's the idea, to have build a man cave, that whole thing. And it does have a couple windows that look out to a nice view of the mountainscape and all that, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's freaking Colorado, man. It's the country, small town Colorado. I figured it out yesterday. I was talking to my friend. I said, this is we're like Goleta 1992 up here.
Oh, heck so yeah.
We're pretty turn back the clock, and it's a slow pace. The fastest you can drive here is 65, but that's on the freeway coming in. It slowly turns to 55, and then you're straight up 35 miles an hour. That's probably your average speed in this town is 35. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a slow pace.
I mean, just because you're in the country, you don't really. You're on a different time when you're in tune with nature.
No, that's
you're on nature's time. You're not on city time.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not the speed. The speed is not there, except on issues like fixing a water leak in your roof or something, then you gotta like you want your contractors to be like freaking woohoo, look, we're doing it.
Yeah, yeah. That takes a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, it does. Like, Hawaiian time or, in Mexico, manana. But, Hawaiian
Manana.
style.
That's the mythical place of tomorrow.
Yeah. Shaka
Tomorrow,
Ra.
bro.
Yeah.
Mañana.
Yeah.
Poquito
Manana.
española, amigo.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the Hawaiian term was for manana, but they definitely had my mom lived there in the 80s and I went over and visited. They had a real laid back vibe going in those islands.
No, I've never visited. Maybe one of these days.
It's pretty amazing. It's like Summerland.
I could imagine, just the vibe of just living by the ocean. You kind of, if you're out on the beach, you have to be aware of nature. At least put the sunscreen on because you're in the sun if you're
Oh,
smart.
totally. Yeah.
But especially, in the water, the tides, the rip currents, and everything
Oh, it's
can
gnarly. I mean,
really wreak havoc if you're not in tune with
yeah.
nature.
We used to watch the kids, when the tourist kids would show up at Summerland Beach, we'd laugh at, because you can get kind of beat up. The ocean can get you,
It can get you, and even if you're experienced, if you're taking risk, obviously surfing, you want that bigger wave, that gnarlier tube. It can still get you, even if you
Oh,
got a bit of experience.
I know. You're right, man. I mean, Santa Barbara has one of the world-class, like top 10 surf breaks in the world, Rincon Point down there right at the Ventura County border. Rincon's like,
Rincon.
Rincon's world-class, man.
Yeah, also in a little bit north on the Central Coast in San Luis County, out at towards Montana de Oro, they have what's called hazards.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
And that breaks only certain times, certain directions, but hazards is like famous because it's like
sure.
gnarly. They're like huge when it breaks. They're huge tubes right on like jetty rocks.
Right, dude. Yeah, that's serious stuff, man, for sure.
I got a few friends that have showed me some bumps and bruises and scratches from wiping out.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's serious, man. You know, um, we definitely have a lot of friends that still surf, and some are super active, and they, just make it a ritual. And I had a moment where I was up in Santa Barbara again a few years back, and I started collecting some surfboards and started paddling just for like a little morning routine. Just go down to the Miramar and paddle the buoys like I was a swimmer,
Nice.
except I was just doing it on my longboard and just enjoying the time.
Have you ever tried one of them stand-up paddle boards where
I
you got the
haven't.
thing?
No, I'd like to. I mean, the guys in the water sometimes frown on those guys because they can tend to be wave hogs. They have a little advantage on
They
the
do,
stand-up.
and I have to be honest, Jericho. That's the only kind of surfboard I've ever stood up on.
For sure.
I got spinal neck problems, so just getting up has always been
Oh,
kind of something.
I can imagine. Yeah. God.
But I sure did love to rip the boogie boards, barrel rolls on those things.
I know, man. That was a classic time because when we were kids, like the boogie board was like basically it was new to us, and then Maury. Let's see, was it Tom Maury? I think his name. He was the Maury boogie board inventor, and then he worked with Mike Doyle, an old surfer, and they came up with the Maury Doyle surfboard. But it was a soft surfboard and a soft boogie board, and for us that was amazing because it was pretty safe, relatively. Um, and then the evolution of the sport just freaking kicked up, man. Like we go to the Sandpiper liquor store, look at the magazine rack, and you look at a magazine, there'd be like professional boogie boarders on like huge waves, like, oh my god.
Have you seen the one they do now with they got the big kites, the big parachute
yeah,
kites, and they come skimming along and they go the other way and then you hit the wave and they're like 2 minutes later in the air.
I know, it's insane. I mean, windsurfing, I I think I've been on a windsurfer before, but not like probably on a freaking lake, on a windsurfer. But with the kite, that's a whole nother ball game, man. That thing will pull you up in the air like you're airborne, like you said, for a few minutes in some cases, maybe. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think it's kind of cool because there's each little thing, it's like I always I remember being a kid going, I wish I was a surfer. I wish I could surf like Jericho, or
Right.
oh man, he's got a motorcycle. I want to be a motorcycle. I want to fit in. And got the
Yeah.
wax morning, so I could
Yeah. Exactly.
really go big on the discussion. And I just want to thank you, Jericho, because the professionalism of a
Oh
nice
yeah.
tie, and wearing my power shirt, my pink on
Yeah.
pink, my power shirt, it's
That's
just
freaking
fun.
awesome.
It's fun, but it gives me a kind of a sense of confidence, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Instead of being the scraggly, mountain looking guy, hey, you
Right.
know what? You don't know me in a former life.
Yeah.
Well, I was a regional director of safety and training, and I was in control of 35 different offices.
Right.
Oh yeah, shave the beard, shave the hair, dress up. So it's all acting on the stage of life. We all
No,
do
for
it.
sure. Yeah, I've been wearing it out now. Like, I keep my jacket here at the studio, but wearing the shirt and tie to the coffee shop in the morning. So it's like I'm getting my confidence back. Getting my what do you call it, day dress type or office uniform together. So here we're in our.
People take you more seriously.
Yeah, they
Like
do. That's I like that. I've always liked that
they
about it.
look at you different. I mean, obviously, have you ever like gone off of work? Say you're doing construction back in the day, or auto body, even more. You're
Yeah.
covered in just dirt.
Dust.
And
Yeah.
maybe your hair's a mess and you had a bad day, so you're tired and your eyes are red because you got dust in your eyes, and you walk in,
Yeah.
people look at you like, eh, eh, eh. But
Exactly.
you come in all, fluffy hair, all perfectly styled, and
Yeah.
beard groomed, and some
Snarf.
funky smell and a tie,
Yeah.
and they look at you a lot different. They
Oh
treat you
yeah.
a lot
No,
different.
it's like what's up with that guy? Where did he come from? What's he doing?
It's
I
a
checked out
stage.
the.
It's a stage. It's a stage name.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I looked at the map yesterday to see where you're at, man. That's high up in California. You're way up there. That's
We
like.
are Northern California. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, that's the real deal, man. That's a
we're
whole other
past San
ballgame.
Francisco. We're past Sacramento. Chico, Yuba
Yeah,
City, Mount Shasta is real close.
that's cool. So is there a college in Chico? I
There's a
think there's a.
Butte County College. I think there's a Chico City College,
Okay. Okay.
and I think there's a university.
Yeah, you're
You know,
right. I think
I'm
I
not
think it's
sure. I
like.
don't know if it's a Polytech or a
Yeah, that's
or
cool.
something. I think there's a medical. I don't know if it's a medical school or
Yeah.
just the hospital might be a medical hospital, student hospital. They let
Okay.
students in there.
Yeah. Are you getting? Are you feeling the gas prices up there at all? Is it getting pretty wild with gas prices in your area?
It is it is over $5 in town. I go
Okay.
out to the reservation and it's about 450 to 490 depending on
Okay.
that. Yeah, because we got the summer fuel blend in California. So they put
Oh.
all the cleaners and stuff because more travel.
Oh, interesting.
And so that costs, almost always at least 50 cents, 75 cents a gallon. You see
Right.
when they switch off to the summer, it bumps up a lot.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So hey, how's the mail truck? Can you shut the door of the sliding door, or is it jammed?
I haven't touched it.
Okay, that's fine.
I put it
But
up for sale on the quick flip idea.
yeah, why not? So
I put the price up there a bit because I really didn't want to sell it.
No, I feel you. No, that's cool.
And the
Yeah.
guys, I'm supposed to have a helper today, coming this afternoon, and I'm going to have them
Okay.
focus on cleaning that thing out.
Yeah, that's good. Just start with cleaning. That's a no brainer. Yeah.
Yeah, I figure I'll get the pressure washer out, do the easy stuff, cool it
Yeah.
down because it's going to be hot in the afternoon. At least that way he can get inside while I'm pressure washing the outside. It won't be
Yeah.
hot for him, and he can get
That's
all the
cool.
garbage out, and then hopefully I can pressure wash the inside
Oh yeah, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good idea.
and strip out all the carpet.
Yeah.
And pressure wash the motor with some little bit of degreaser, maybe get all the
That's
leaves
cool.
off.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
there
can
you
work
go.
on it and get some fresh gas, get a fresh battery. And the guy said it ran. So, and the
Yeah.
motor turned when we were towing it. I checked it and
Okay.
the brakes work. I need to do some brake works, but if we can get it
Yeah, yeah.
running,
That's
brakes,
cool.
it'll be registered for my birthday.
That's awesome. That's cool. When was your birthday again? Coming up?
I'm 8-8, the Infinity Lionsgate,
Eight
bro.
eight. Okay, yeah, you're the Leo.
8-8 Lionsgate. Woo!
8 Lion. Yeah, the Leo, man.
That's why I got my girlfriend says, "Oh, you gotta have your main."
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So I roll with it. That's what she likes. That's what I do.
Freaking Avatar, Aaron Avatar.
It's my avatar for sure, dude. I mean, you
Yeah,
know
that's what's
me.
up.
You know
That's what
me. I've been to many places through many
I know,
things.
man.
I got my mascot today. You know, it's a little show and tell. We've been doing some cat memes.
That's cool. Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
I
that's
was going
freaking
through my
amazing.
art box and I got a bunch of found my eyeballs, found my sand dollars,
Classic.
and I painted
Classic.
them all up,
That's
put some
awesome.
googly eyes on them.
Yeah.
Gonna
Remember,
make a little make a little Summerland beach family with the
that's
the little
rad.
stick people and
Remember back at Summerland Elementary when I think Heather McGibbon's mom came in and taught us how to do bamboo painting. Do you remember that?
bamboo painting.
Well, you take a brush and you lay out a line and it looks just like bamboo basically. The look
Oh
is
yeah, the technique.
yeah, like it's almost like calligraphy, but
I
it's like
remember that.
yeah,
I never had the confidence I do now to do art. You
right,
know, like I said, I got the paints out
yeah. That's freaking awesome.
and just, I'm gonna make a little family,
Yeah, that's cool.
but there's a bunch of us,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of us, we're all unique. We're all unique and
Hell yeah, man.
special.
That's great.
You know, some of us have similar traits. Some of us,
Right.
have freckles or whatever.
Are
That's
those
cool.
are those shells or sand dollars or what are those?
Sand dollars.
Nice. Freaking rad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So I got my paints. I got my googly eyes out, and I
hell yeah.
like to do show and tell. Here's a little baby,
Mm,
a little baby blue
nice.
guy.
Yeah, that's like Men in Black with a third eye. Or there was another movie. It wasn't Tremors. Which movie? What there was a funny movie in the '90s with the had that's classic. Sci-fi flicks, man.
So that was my show and tell for the day. I got 2 more to go.
Yeah, cool.
There.
Yeah, well, that's Stiffy. That's killer, man. That's a show right there, That's rad.
I'm gonna put it all together and try and get $25 or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Put it all, those little mural things.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, on that water blaster, don't get too close to the exterior. Be gentle with the exterior of the vehicle,
Oh no, I'm just gonna try and knock the loose paint off and
Yeah,
dirt
just
off.
kind of like, give it a light from a distance because that should have blow the paint right off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it a nice patina.
Yeah, leave it the
There's a
nice
nice little
patina.
section
Yeah.
that I could put some billboard in
Yep.
or something.
That's
And
cool.
just leave it nice and patina, clean and running good. That's all I hope for by my birthday in August.
That's cool. Yeah, no, that's a good goal. I mean, be able to just start her up and have her just run. That's a big deal.
That's cool. It's not that bad a condition. I got a little money put aside to take care of what it needs for parts and
yeah, the steps. Yeah. How many miles are on it? Does the odometer work? Or do you think the odometer was working?
I haven't checked it.
Yeah.
But those things were running.
I'd imagine it's got a lot because if it was a mail truck or you know, what would it be? I wonder if you can research the history and find out if it was truly a mail truck. You
I'm
know?
sure I can.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it has like particular models and years. It seems like it kind of fits that category to me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a postal truck would be the aluminum
Yeah.
because that aluminum body. I have seen another one, a couple other ones, and again, they were asking 5,000, not running.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So,
They could be having the same vibe as you where they really don't want to sell it, but if someone wants to pull it, they can, you know?
the older models with the rounded, the pre-70s kind, those
Uh-huh.
are cleaned up and dialed in easy 15 to 25 grand, depending on customization.
Wow. Yeah.
And
Huh.
so we're looking at these, once they're cleaned up, you're looking at 8 to 10 if it's clean,
Yeah.
running, legal, no customizations.
That's
And then
cool.
obviously, if we're putting airbags in it, if we're putting backup cameras in it, if we're putting
Yeah.
whatever we put in it,
Yeah. Yeah. Can you stand up in there? Can you stand up
yeah,
tall? Wow. And that for you, that's a big deal because you're freaking,
that is a huge deal for me.
that's huge. Because that could be for the ladies, that could be a badass little boutique. You can have when you pull up to be a vendor and you have your little cool little bus that you're driving. You open up the back doors with some little stairs, and then you have your clothing inside for sale. It's like a little store inside. You know?
Yeah, that's it could be anything. I actually
I
wrote a
know.
poem this morning, called it Super Van, and made a song. I haven't quite spun it out how I want it,
That's
but
cool.
maybe I'll take a little bit more waxing,
Yeah. Right.
polishing.
Who was Gargamel? Was Gargamel was he a
Oh, the
wizard?
Smurfs.
What's that?
Gargamel was the creator of Smurfette. Now,
Okay.
Smurfette was
Okay.
a laboratory experiment
Yeah.
gone wrong. And Smurfette escaped to the Smurf village, and Gargamel and his cat, what was the
Right.
cat's?
Okay. Yeah. So you're more like on the Merlin level now, man. You're like Merlin with the, you're like you cast for role casting. You're straight up like you know, you're like a chief. You're a shaman. You're on that far out badass level. Yeah, that's
This
cool. I
is
love
what you
that.
said, casting. So I'm
Yeah,
casting. I'm a great catfisher. I'm
exactly.
always casting. Let me see if I can. Sometimes I like to tell. Let me see. They love strings, so it's an easy catch.
Right. Yeah. Hey, dude, remember when we were talking about Jim Carrey? Do you think Jim Carrey was wearing? Do you think he really grew his beard out for that one? That one. It was an award ceremony, like an
No,
MTV
he grew his
Awards.
beard out because he reached the valley, the dark night of the
Oh,
soul, bros.
okay.
He
Wow.
went through it. He had a good heart. He been through the Hollywood rigmarole, all Hollywood, and came
Yeah.
out and said, "No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find myself." When you find yourself, you ain't got time to shave your beard.
Yeah. No. Yeah, dude, that was an epic award ceremony exception speech he gave because I think he did a shout out to the ladies in the audience, and it was, he was in rare form, like Jim Carrey on a good note.
Well, they call that method acting, right? When you get into character. Now, I'm going to do something special for you, Jericho. Now, my girlfriend, she hates it when I do the Jerry Lewis voice. And I do it sometimes because, I just, it's something I do. And it's kind of fun to me. And, well, one time I'm at the pool, and I'm talking, and me and my friend Billy's there. And I go, Billy, hey, come here. And everybody thought something, I don't know what they were thinking, and my girlfriend said they were thinking something. But
Oh
I
yeah,
told her I would do the voice, and so I did on camera.
that's
Screw
genius,
you
bro.
guys. I don't care what you think. You can think whatever you want.
Yeah, that's badass. That's badassery right there. That's next level. You know, I wonder if freaking Jesus, man. I wonder if Jesus had a good sense of humor. He seemed to be a good communicator, so you'd imagine he would kind of like throw in some humor. I mean, I think
The man
Monty
spoke in
Python.
parables, Jericho.
What's
Parables.
that?
The man spoke in parables.
Okay.
Jokes,
So
I think, are kind of parable. You have to get the punchline in order to laugh.
right. Wow. Yeah, that I mean, Monty Python did a few films. Was it Life of Brian? I think Brian was like a relative. I got to watch it again, but
Monty Python's hilarious. Yeah.
yeah, no, those guys are badass. So they had no fear in touching upon some things, and also got to hand to Mel Brooks. I really wanted to see that the second History of the World Part 2, because he did History of the World Part 1, and that was back in
No,
the freaking.
he only did History of the World Part 2. There was no Part 1.
Oh, okay.
That was like the little whoop, whoop.
Right.
Like, wait,
Yeah.
here's Part 1. And
Yeah.
then didn't he do Caveman with Ringo Starr?
Probably did. Yeah, that was awesome. I think about that movie not all the time, but in recent memory, it's been coming up for me.
And he did Spaceballs. Remember Spaceballs?
Oh yeah, Spaceballs, exactly. And of course, Young Frankenstein. Yeah,
Jericho, we missed our middle break, dude.
No, it's all good.
We got 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I hate this part of the show.
Yeah.
I hate that we got to see later.
We're Coffee with the Summerland Kids. We're two bros from Summerland Elementary. If nobody knows, Summerland Elementary is a small little school in Summerland, California. It's in Santa Barbara County. If you blink, you miss it. We're just a blip on the screen on the Highway 101, but a magical place. It used to be a spiritualist community. So Aaron and I popped out of our parents somehow in this really mystical, magical place called Summerland, the Summerland. It's pretty trippy,
Summerland, man. Brought to you by who's our sponsor today? Rock. Brought to you by Rock.
Yeah, exactly. By Earth.
Beach Rock. You find at Summerland and many other beaches. Also a mascot. Jericho, thank you so much. Audience, thank you so much for tuning in, watching the replay on YouTube for the stream.
Shout out to all our friends and brothers and sisters out there in internet land today.
It just wouldn't be a show if Tigger didn't.
Exactly. Pop in for that. Yeah.
Follow Aaron. Backward.
Aaron's
now for top.
This guy's one of the most prolific. This is what a prolific producer looks like. Right next to me over here. This guy's jamming. He's jamming out. Shaka.
Give phone call. Shaka.
Okay. Good night. Good day.
Good day. Tiger says ta for now.
Ta. Good night. Good day.